420 in the Rocky Mountains. I'm this old stoner, and I'm ready to have a fart attack. If you don't know what a fart attack is, that's just me trying to have some fun with art online while I listen to some awesome mellow music from some really great artists around the internet. I like to share and promote them. Hey, Finite World, always great to see you. Uh, and I had thought about doing like some stoner. Well, I don't want to call it wisdom. Stoner logic maybe, and maybe just a little tidbit at the beginning of every stream because I'm not going to be playing theme songs to what I'm doing these days. But I have come up with a song that it just kind of came to me. And I think people will recognize this one. I'm just going to play the part that I can recognize that I've figured out how to do easily enough. Hey, Sherry, welcome to the stream. Oh, and by the way, if there's anybody that's coming into this stream trying to cause trouble, just leave, please, and dust, knock the dust off your shoes as you leave. And I think you know what I'm talking about. Ready? Ready for my little tune? And if you recognize it, you might be able to sing along with it. I can't sing and play at the same time, unfortunately. Let's see if you recognize this. I'll do it again. I'm not even going to try and play the next little part of it. I figured it out, but every time I try and do it without just really working on it a whole bunch, I kind of stumble. Okay. And today, hey, Phil, the Philmeister is in the house, the master of dad jokes. Oh, and I want to see if Warsaw Patriot's going to show up. Actually, I'm going to flash this real quick just in case he watches the replay and ask him if this is the ESO he wants me to draw because I've been looking up some of this and this is the one I kind of want to do. Exactly, that's the song. And it kind of fits the way I'm feeling today. I'm feeling really chill today. Um, because, hey, Aaron, because when I slept in, I missed Brad's stream, unfortunately, but I slept in and felt really good. My blood sugar has been doing really crazy stuff. I've got this. Oh, let me go ahead and start the music right away and let you guys know what the music is today. Today, I'm playing some stuff. Waylon Hino, Heino, is a guy that I used to listen to a while ago. I would say friend, but when you're really honest with your stuff, you're not really friends with people on YouTube. You're fans. And if you're not a fan, well, what are you doing? And let me know if the volume is right. So I'm playing some Waylon Hino, a couple of him, and then a whole block of old Blue Wind. And if we get through all of that, well, then we'll be listening to Miss Stephanie, who I've talked about before. Let me get my reference up here. And today's princess that I'm drawing, this morning Timey Lives had a premiere going, and she's never on YouTube anymore. She had a bunch of people do some really nasty stuff to her, and she left YouTube and went to Twitch. And if you guys didn't know it, that's actually where I started. I started on Twitch and kind of switched over to here. So I went and hung out with her all day, and she's just thriving over there. If anybody does Twitch, this is her channel over on Twitch, and this is my channel over on Twitch. I was Mr. Natural on Twitch and did gaming stuff before I came here. I mean, I did a 420 show for 6 months with no audience. I'm just going to flash that up there rather than throw links up, just in case they don't like links. And yesterday's show, it's kind of strange, isn't it, how long it takes for a live stream to actually become served up to people. And I don't know why that is. Maybe it's, hey, did you see it? Let me show it to you again. Let me hide, tell me if you like this one. This is what I looked up for the tell me what to draw. I like it because he has his weapons in his hand like this. I kept trying to find something that showed his face. Hey, Catfish, welcome to the stream. But this is the one. I think I can do this. All right, right on. That's the one I'm going to do when I start doing tell me what to draw. Let me hide this again because that way I can get the reference for today's drawing up. But today's drawing, and actually this is for Timey Lives, because I got to chit-chatting and yip-yapping with her today and hung out over on her stream. She has a constant charity thing going on all the time. That one, what really attracted me about that one, Warsaw, was just all the intricate stuff on his belt and his sleeves. And I think I can do that one, and it'll fit in the, I'm trying to do portrait mode on all my cards lately, because when I put them onto when I copy them onto the photo paper, like I did with this one, it leaves a nice little border on it. But I don't know if it'll do the border right if I do them in landscape mode. But if anybody remembers Timey Lives, I always called her Light, but it's Timey Lives. And the reason her name is Timey Lives is because 2 years ago she beat cancer. Okay, so I'm fixing to get started on this, and this is for her, and she made a special request for it. And if you go watch, Twitch isn't good about replays. I've got hundreds of hours of replays over there with 0 views. But basically what I did over there is I called it fishing for funny, because it's hard to make funny, but funny always happens by accident. But anyway, let me quit babbling on about that. I'm almost, I have my little timer going. I did a practice. My practice of this one came out great. But try and guess who the princess is. If you know Timey Lives, you know who the princess is already. And I owe her a tell me what to draw. She told me what she wanted me to draw back right before I quit that. And she wasn't making it to my stream, so I kind of kept putting it on the back burner. But this is going to be kind of a combination of making up for that and giving her the princess that, well, actually, this wasn't the princess that she asked for, but I already have that princess on my list. Because this is the one that I figured she'd do, and she gave me a big old long story about why she does not like this princess, and asked me to make a modification to it just for her. So, I probably, so let me jump into it. Put on my glasses. I went for a nice walk. I'm feeling really mellow and chill today. I really am. It was nice getting away from YouTube. And I just hung out over on Twitch for quite a while. And then after that, I went and hung out at Still Winter Nation. Oh, I need to make sure I start my timer before I actually start drawing. I love the crying video. That was great, Mark. I got to be careful about leaving messages, I guess. I don't want to get that group of guys that, or whoever they are, that just go out of their way to try and make people feel bad. Oh, cool. I like seeing puppet shows from you, especially if you do your little voices. I like your little voices. Now I have to decide whether I'm going to look at my reference material or my previous drawing, because previous drawing came out pretty good. Let's see. And if anybody knows her, you'll know who this princess is already. You know, I never do flowers. Nez always did great flowers. She was just really good at that. Has anyone figured it out yet? Yeah. I haven't put too many lines on here yet, though. But there is one, and it's like all of these princesses, as I've been like looking at them and trying to think about how to approach them. I mean, of course, I'm just going to do big closes. Oh, I forgot my timer. There we go. Uh-oh. I need to set it for 25 minutes. It was set for 8 minutes for some reason. Oh, I remember. I was trying to do some 8-minute challenges. Here we go. There we go. 25 minutes. The timer has set. Okay, and that, well, I mean, the timer is just to like add a little bit to the challenge. And I need to try and not rush too much either. I did have a tendency. I rushed yesterday's a little bit. I mean, there is going to be one particular, when I get to this one particular feature, you should know exactly who it is, especially if you don't know who Timey is. But it was really nice sitting in her stream. She's got she's using Streamlabs, OBS, and stuff. It kind of made me want to see if I can't figure out how to multi-stream. Because I started over on Twitch. It's changed a whole bunch since I was there, though. I mean, I was actually on Twitch before you could live stream on YouTube. And then I'm actually going to turn that feature on.
I am the rivers and the mountain high.
Yeah, Old Blue Wind, just his music is just so soothing.
I am the eagle in the sky.
I can't remember, but I think he put out some sort of a album at one point. Free album that you could just download off of his site. I can't remember. I think it was him. I might have it. I'll have to look to see if I actually have that on my hard drive. And I'm going to make a major change to her that Timey requested I do. Nope, it's not Mona. Let me see if I can be very careful with these eyes, because the eyes and the lips. They usually do like a little line if you're actually a professional. But I don't. And actually, my practice one looks a lot like Timey, surprisingly. I was like, whoa, that's kind of interesting that I actually, except without glasses. Hey, Post-it. I'm going to try and lighten up some of these pencil lines before I actually jump into my color, too. And in hopes that it doesn't pick up too much into my colors. It always does have a tendency to pull into the color.
I am a gentle summer rain.
And these eyes always look almost anime, not quite.
I am the ice melting in the sun. I'm a falling feather on the ground.
Yes, you got it, Turtle. That's who it is. This is Ariel. But Tommy requested I give her blue hair, and she told me a whole bunch about and she's mermazing is her catchphrase. And I'm probably going to start hanging around over on her live streams, whether I'm actually super active on it or not. But in the background, because it's the perfect time of day for me when I'm just kind of dinking around the house. It's noon. It starts at noon. I mean, it's a super long stream, but she streams every day, and it really, I really enjoyed hanging out over there today. It was nice to get away from, some of the ugly stuff that can be going on here. And I didn't realize that she did a charity stream. Her whole channel got knocked down at one time, totally removed. But she had enough really loyal supporters that they really laid into YouTube and they brought it back. I don't know exactly why it got struck down the way it did, but it was just haters coming. Haters gonna hate, like they say. And I don't know how it's so much easier to be nice than to be hateful. That's all I can say. Okay, I think I got my whole sketch done. Do I? Let me double check just a little bit. I think I'll do another little bit of line there. Try and do a little more erasers on here to try and keep the there's a special kind of eraser you can use that will just kind of picks up the graphite. But I'm just going to do a light eraser over this.
On the street of cobblestone.
See if there we go. Light eraser took care of that. Hey Dodgy, welcome to the stream. Is this the color? My super light flash is just getting to where even when it's kind of black anyway. It's kind of weird. So I'm just going to go with my darker kind of flesh tone. And I should be having some new ones. I should be having some new markers here pretty dang soon. Anybody else know? Cool.
I'm getting out of here. I'm going away. Yeah, I'm
I think if I kind of outline the stuff first, it'll make it a little bit easier for me. Just don't rush.
a place where I'll be free.
I think the shadow one, I have another color. I hope it works right as the shadow. Hopefully I didn't do the shadow first. Sometimes I do that by accident. Try and be a little more careful and a little more focused. Don't rush it. Hey Punchy, welcome to the stream. I can hardly wait to get my eagle and show it off to people. And when I get it, I'm probably going to send you something back. Probably, hell, I am going to send you something back. I mean, I have a whole bunch of these little cards laying around. I do doubles of everything because I try and practice it first so I'm not struggling during the stream. You know, I want it to be a nice, quick, fun show. And I've just learned that that's just the best way to do this stuff. Especially if I'm going to have a timer running. And it doesn't have to be perfect, of course. It just... And like I said yesterday, I've already looked into the legal part of doing Disney princesses, because you'll notice, actually I've ended up finding all kinds of people that are doing stuff with Disney princesses, but it's a very gray line, and yeah. Should I put another coat? I think I will. Just slightly. Because that's the thing about these alcohol markers. I used to always be going, oh man, it just leaves so many streaks. But every professional that I see do these usually do 2 or 3 coats. And, you know, the more, as you do the extra coats, it kind of cleans it up. Okay, let's see if this does what I want it to do. Oh, yeah, yeah. Just a little bit. Really, just a little bit of a, almost like a little outline on it. And I do have a few tell me what to draw kind of in queue, but I am going to put up a post. And I mean, some people have been telling me this, you know, in private and stuff. So I do have some that are already set up, but I really would like to see people kind of use the community tab. I mean, it's there, and it just seems like it would be a cool way to do some stuff. And that's the best way I can think. I tried putting up a few polls, but I think just I'll be putting up a message probably Saturday about the tell me what to draw stuff. And if I don't get enough people to tell me what to draw, I'm just going to draw what I want. You know, and call it tell me what to draw. Let's see. Was this okay, I'm going to go ahead and put the other colors on before I do the custom color that Timey wanted. Got it going on in the streets, oh baby, she's got it going on. And just the special request she asked me to do is all I need to make it to where it's not really Disney anymore. Based on a Disney character, really. And that sort of stuff is legal. And it's not, I'm not selling anything. I give this stuff away. Now, if I ever do original paintings, now I will have to charge for those. Because they're a little bit, especially if they're original stuff. Oh, yeah. And that's right, I decided I was going to go and make her mermaid shells the same as that, even though that's not what it is in regular. But after doing my practice drawing, I decided that it would just look so much better if I used the green here. Green seashells. I mean, these are supposed to be seashells, but I just figured this would just look so much better, especially when you see what the major change is. And if anybody remembers Timey, you'll be going like, "Oh yeah, I remember that."
Sitting on the front porch
No?
on a hot summer's
I don't. They were here a little while ago. They only made like one comment way up at the beginning. You'd have to scroll way back to see
Sweat's pouring down
Dodgy.
my
I think they just made one comment.
I'm so
Oh yeah, I like that. Okay, is that all I need for the green?
suddenly a nice cool
Yeah, because I'm going to end up doing some black and some highlights on there too.
some clouds moving in.
Let me see if I can get her lips. I kind of made her lips way too thick
Then I hear
in the, hey sweets, I made her lips way too thick in the, my practice one, but by making her lips so thick in the practice one, made it look even more like Timmy.
oh, that sweet summer rain.
But I did, so that's why I was just like super careful to, in this drawing. Okay, now what?
Oh, that sweet summer
I saw some picture of your Swedes. I guess it was on your community tab or something. I'm not exactly sure how I managed to see it. It looked really cool. The Plague, I guess, was the title of it. Okay, which color do I want to use for this, though? I can't remember.
No boys in love with me.
And I have to be careful. Is this the
Is there
color?
something wrong?
No. That's for her hair. This is the second pass on her hair. I think it was this one. Yes.
Don't you worry about a thing, my little girl.
Nope, that's not it. That's the third pass on her hair.
You just fine.
This is it. Is that it? Yes.
You're as sweet as the summer rain. You're as sweet as the summer rain.
There we go. Okay. And I'm using these markers that I'm almost out. Yeah, Plague. That's what it was. Hey, Phil. Right on. Welcome to the stream. Always cool to see you here. I know. I'll pick that up when I do the next part.
Many years later, I'm at my daughter's house. She became a mother a week ago.
This is my marker that is drying out, my favorite color of all my markers.
She says,
So you see what the difference is between the original Ariel and this one. This was one of the main requests that Timmy asked for me to do her a mermaid, was to make her hair blue, because if you guys know Timmy, she's got blue hair. She's always dyeing it blue.
oh yes, just like you, my little girl.
She does all sorts of different things over on her Twitch channel. Gaming, singing. People might remember her from doing all the singing here. And that's what she used to do on her YouTube channel, was just mostly singing. But she tried to do some sort of a charity stream, and someone didn't like what she was doing and screwed her really bad and got her whole channel deleted. But you know how the deletions go. I mean, it's like still there for a while. It doesn't go away immediately. And she had enough supporters come in and managed to bring it back, but by the time they brought it back, she didn't really care anymore. So she just kind of drops over here once in a while.
Oh, sweet summer rain.
And I just happened to catch her during the premiere this morning, was able to chit-chat with her. And I've been telling her that, I mean, I started over on Twitch, and there's a thing. If you have Amazon Prime, they give you, you can do a subscription. Subscriptions over there start at $5 a month. I mean, you're either a follower, but if you subscribe, it's like starts at $5 a month. But Amazon gives you a, I mean, you could get one free subscription a month if you're an Amazon Prime member. So I gave her my, I've been meaning to do that forever too, ever since she first moved over there. And I finally got on there today, and all that stuff has changed so much. I was kind of struggling to figure it out, and finally figured it out. And she's going to be getting my $5 because it's like basically it's free money. It doesn't cost me a penny to do that. You just have to remember to renew it every month. If you do a real subscription, it actually it will like automatically pull it out of whatever you do it from. Whereas you have like your different ways that you can actually set it up, and I just set it up through Amazon Pay. I mean, they've got, you know, you can set it up through PayPal or your credit card or however you want to do it. But yeah, and that's the only thing about doing it with Amazon Pay is that you have to do it every month. You can't just set it and forget it like I do with my the people I support on Patreon. I know someone else. I know my next Patreon victim is going to be Ghana. I mean, I love her stuff. She's been by a couple of times, but she is a very cool artist. I like her stuff. I was looking. She has a Patreon. I don't think she has any Patreons yet. I meant to start up on there, but I think I'll just like add one every month or something. And I said I wanted to do one more color on there. I think it's this one. Is this the color? Ooh, almost dropped that. Yeah, but I wanted to do it with the chisel end where it's more like lines. Yeah, that's how I do it. Oh, and I kind of messed that part up. I can get that when I come back with the black. There's like a dark spot here where the hair goes over. But that's okay. Oh, isn't this guy's music chill? That's what I like. I like some nice chill music. Every once in a while I like that techno stuff like Hippy Dippy Toes and Mother Nature. And then I want to set up like a country western block. Miss Stephanie is kind of country, but it's real. You should hear some of her she's got some. Oh, this is Steve. Steve Martin? Yes. This is Steve Martin. He did this out in his backyard the other day on the banjo. He is just like an awesome banjo player. In case you didn't know. Okay. And now I think I want to I need to come through with my black, but I got to be careful not to do the lines too thick. I am going to hit it some. I've tried a whole bunch. Oh, I can wait and do let me go ahead and do I got a little bit of yellow I need to do first before I do the black, just to make sure that I don't pick up the black in the yellow. Now let's see. Oh wait, I've been taking too long. It looked like my timer's fixing to go off, but that's okay. because the timer is just an imaginary sort of challenge to myself. Oh yeah, this is Miss Stephanie. She does some great music, and this is her original music of hers. I was listening to her live Sunday. She has a bunch of buddies that they get on and they do kind of like a little round robin of musical stuff. It's really cool. There we go. That's how I. Gotta be careful with these lips. Did it. Happy with that. I don't want to draw on the other side of them though. Ah, 25 minutes. That's okay. I'll cheat. But it's not really cheating because I set the words. I set the rules so I can break the rules. What do they say? Rules are meant to be broken. But it's nice to put yourself a little challenge up there. And in the process of doing that, I mean, I'm learning how to do this even faster. I mean, I really come through here and probably finish it in less than 5 minutes now, because I already got my background all worked out and it came out looking awesome. And it's really very easy to do compared to how I usually do background. Make sure I keep it up in the screen. And I'm not even looking at my reference anymore. I don't really need to. And I noticed yesterday my princess from yesterday almost started looking more like my regular sort of character styles that I do, rather than trying to copy a style. I'll go ahead and put my highlights in before I do the background. I don't need too many. Mostly her eye. I have a big white highlight on her eye. Yeah. And just a little one on her lip. I'm gonna put a few on here. Maybe one on her shoulder. And go crazy on the hair. Crazy highlights on the hair. Little highlight on the flower. There we go. Good. We're done with my highlights. And now the way I did the background color, just I was impressed. I actually impressed myself. Hey, Hadley. No, I wouldn't. I saw your video. That was kind of disturbing, that mask, but you're kind of right.
I'm traveling lonely through the streets of the night. Raindrops and red shoes and the smell of cheap wine. So who's gonna save me?
Yeah, don't break the rules, because when it's all said and done, there's only one person you gotta answer to in the end. This one's starting to dry out. I should have another batch of colors. It's almost dry. Let's see if I got enough color left on this end. There we go. Should have some with the colors that I use the most. I think it's only like maybe 20, 24 markers, but it's most of the colors that I use all the time. That's the one thing about oh yeah, this yellow is drying out too. Cheap color, I mean these things are really cool, but obviously they don't have near as much color in them as the more expensive ones. But you can still have a whole bunch of fun with them, for sure. And I'm actually going to put my little MC on this one. Put my little black background on here so I have a really cool thumbnail. Look at the camera and smile. And that's today's show. Went over a little bit. Let me put a little pause on the music. Bring up my my bell. I found some really cool music. It turned out what I was looking at when I got inspired to get this was actually what they call a hang bell. And I was looking at them to see if I could buy one, and the cheapest one I could find was $1,000. I was like, oh man, I think I went the right way with this one. But man, the music, I'm going to see if I might be able to put together a playlist of that kind of music. Uh-oh, what did I just do? Where'd you guys go? There you guys are. Here we go. Hey, Sunny girl. Here we go. And like I always say, fart jams for life. Fart club forever. Oh, yeah, yeah. If you have fun with your art, you're welcome to join the fart club. But you don't have to, because not everybody thinks